Hi, my name is Angela Mate. I am a first year student at UNC Chapel Hill, and my major is in pre-nursing.
My name is Jessica Hildebrand, and I attend Cabris College of Health and Sciences, and I am studying nursing.
Dominic Florida. I'm majoring in mechanical engineering technology here at UNC Charlotte, and I'm currently a freshman.
My name is Josh, and I'm currently in Reynolds High School, and I'm planning to go to UNC Charlotte.
Hello, my name is Elisa Lascano and I live here in the Philippines. I'm currently taking a Bachelor of Arts in Communication major in Broadcast Communication, and I'm already currently in my third year.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Rotado, a senior from Walkertown High School.
My name is Arnold John Panchico, and I'm currently attending UNC Charlotte, and right now I'm studying. I'm currently undecided, but I'm trying to explore my ways into different majors. But I would say I would want to go into graphic design.
My name is Clarice Pidico, and I am currently a senior at West Forsyth High School.
Hi, I'm Merlazel Acer Raspe. I'm taking now a Bachelor of Arts in Communication.
First question. How was writing different in high school versus college level writing?
I would have to say that the biggest, or I guess just a couple differences between college level writing and high school level writing is the focus on citations, organization, and just grammatical errors. Here in college, or I don't know, I'm pretty sure in every other college and my personal experience here in UNC, they've been very, very strict about plagiarism, making sure that we cite our sources properly. In high school, I had a lot more just leverage. There was a lot more flexibility on the way that I cite my sources, so I didn't really stress too much on the details of it. But here in college, I really had to make sure that the sources and the quotes and the information I'm getting from is not only reliable and trustworthy, but also that when I'm putting them in the works cited page with my bibliography, that it is cited accurately.
I feel like high school writing focused more on like the technical aspect of essays, like more on the grammar, and with college, they kind of cultivate more on your like ideas, where like in high school you would be given like a prompt, and then the prompt would have like a series of things that should be included in your essay, and you should follow that prompt. Whereas in college, they would give you a prompt to write about, but you don't necessarily see a prompt with like, I guess, ideas that are not your own that you should include into the essay. Like definitely they'll say, well, your essay should include this, but they want it to be more of your own rather than something you just grabbed from a book.
Well, I personally think that there are no differences when it comes to writing, because in writing you should consider that it should be neat. The technicalities are obviously needed, and it should be on point. It doesn't matter if it's long. The important thing is it should be relevant. It should be well written. It should be understood by the reader, and it should have a focal point which the readers would grasp at least knowledge. And in terms of the basics, I think the fact that you should consider your grammar, you should proofread, and you should know the alignment, the the adjustments of whether it should be like it should follow a certain format. Yeah, it's really kind of wide to explain, but for me, I think that is the differences. But there are no certain differences when it comes to writing, for me, as based on what I've experienced.
In the English classes, I think so far, I've had to do a lot of just analytical, argumentative kinds of essays where I had to just take out text and make sure that those texts strengthened my thesis statement. Then I would say grammar. Grammar is kind of like an easier to us, it's kind of like not the hardest thing to do, but here in college they pinpoint on a lot of mistakes that maybe we never really that have gone unchecked during high school. And it's a good thing because then it helps you kind of learn and realize, oh, this is my mistake. But grammatical errors a lot more strictly like deducted, I guess. They just evaluate that in a more they judge you more strictly. But there is like a rubric. Hopefully classes will give you a rubric where they'll clarify what they expect from you as a student, and the rubric should help you to kind of construct your paper. College professors are also very open most of the time. Some of them may not be, I'm not sure, but just my professors have been open with helping you out with your thesis statements and constructing your paper, so they're very much like available for that. So college level writing, although they expect more, there are a lot of resources that you can get from to get the help that you need so that you can get an A+ paper if you really wanted an A+ paper. But if you don't utilize those resources, then it'll be a little bit more difficult. But either way, college level writing is doable and not too bad. It really isn't that bad and should not intimidate anybody from doing writing here or taking English classes here in college. But you have to take English classes here.
Right. So the difference between the two is definitely the way you put things together, right, I'd say. In high school it was more or less a process, and in college you actually form an essay every time.
So you're saying that it's more of exploring in college rather than grammar?
Yes.
For me, sa high school, sobrang lang. Easy lang yung, hindi ganun kahirap, komplikado yung questions, when it comes sa essay, tsaka sa mga pinapagawa ng professor. Pero sa college, mas deep siya, mas intense, mas kailangan mo maging creative and imaginative. Kasi mas iba yung pag-iisip kapag college na. Iba talaga yung mga nalalaman mo. Mas magiging open ka and deep when it comes sa mga questions, tsaka sa mga topics na binibigay sa'yo kapag magsusulat ka.
What were your initial thoughts and feelings about college level writing classes? What did you expect?
I really expected college to be a lot harder than high school, but it actually turned out to be the opposite. College writing is, in my opinion, much easier than high school because you're allowed to express your opinion more freely.
And third question, do you think high school has prepared you for college level writing courses?
In a way it has, but not too expensive.
I went to early college, so I kind of had like an idea of what college writing would be like because I took high school classes and I took college classes at the same time. But I feel like my high school classes, I guess it kind of depends on where you went to school. I feel like it didn't really prepare me for college level writing. I didn't, you take it a little bit more seriously because in college, when you get into college, you do a lot of essays, and I don't think I was prepared for the amount of essays that I would be writing.
What I expected was at the beginning of this class, it's called the UWRT class, and I was about to switch out of that class until I realized it was not that bad if you tried. I thought it was going to be super hard because the way she explained the course, and as time goes by, you notice that you not only just write but explore how to write and better your ideas.
For me, when it comes to thoughts and feelings, I'm not really good in writing, pero para lang siyang pagsusulat ng mga yung mga poem, mga poetry, ganun. You should be creative, kasi sabi ko lang, creative, imaginative, and explore more para mas lumawak yung mga ideas mo and thoughts. Tapos dapat ramdam mo yung sinusulat mo. That alam mo, yung mga sinusulat mo talagang nasa posisyon ka para mas madami kang mailagay. Kasi kapag di mo alam yung topic, hindi mo masasagutan, hindi ka makakagawa ng content, yun. And dapat marami kang ideas para mapunuan mo yung writing na isusulat mo.
Actually, I'm a communication student, so I should consider a lot of things when it comes to writing. It should be well presented, as what I've said earlier. It should be in a manner where your audience, or your readers, or the person who will read your writings will benefit from what you've written. And I think the most important factor in writing as a communication student is the 5 W's: who, when, what, where, and why. I think that's in a different field, like in a broadcast field. But in terms of overall written experiences, I think I would recommend highly recommend data gathering. You should organize your thoughts first before writing, and it should be on point. I think it's not really going far. I think it's just the same. So I think a lot. So I think that's it. Yeah.
What were writing courses like in high school? What did the classes look like? What were the assignments like?
In that class, what it really consisted of was a lot of discussion based. Also, we focused on not only discussing about literature in like poetry, nonfiction, or fiction, but we also focused on like current events. So my teacher really emphasized the fact that we need to be really self-aware about our community. So we were able to take those background knowledge about our community in like different other types of genres in literature, and we were able to incorporate it and write a unique paper. So my teacher was able to really emphasize on that fact. Also, every so often, probably about every 2 to 3 weeks, right about like 2 weeks, we were also given 45 minutes to write an essay, and we learned to write 3 different types of essays, which was rhetoric, synthesis essay, and argumentative. And those 3 types of essay was really helpful, because those are the 3 types that we will be seeing in a real life kind of.
So I had honors in AP, but AP was more like advanced for me, and like it was more like in depth. So like the courses, it was mostly like the ones that took the most, the ones that counted the more on my grade were like the assignments that we had to write online. So.
And what were the assignments like?
They were just writing essays about certain things. Like we had to read an article, and then from that we had like a topic to write about, and we had to like follow certain guidelines. It wasn't like our idea of what we felt about it. It was just like what it was about, and like the message and all that, and also define what's it called? It's like the tone and all that. Like you had to do those certain things.
And one last question. What do you think college writing, what do you expect is going to be in college writing?
I mean, I kind of feel like it'll be the same thing, or maybe hard.
So I'm currently in AP Lit right now, and we've read at least 6 novels in there. And what we do is we actually annotate as we read along, and then as we finish reading the novel, we would actually write about it. And then writing about it isn't hard anymore, because we actually annotated, and by doing that, it actually helps us understand the author's point of view, or the author's message, or the purpose of the book, you know. And we actually for the assignments, we also do We also do like setting analysis, and we have dialectical journals. Yeah, and then our teacher also she writes comments on our paper, so it actually helps us like improve our writing. You know, like she would point out the things that we could improve on.
Do you think high school writing has prepared you for college level writing courses?
So regarding to the first question, which is, does high school writing classes prepare you for college writing classes? I would say yes, definitely. Especially during my junior year, I took AP Language and Comprehension. That's where I really got to expose myself to a difficult writing class. It was very difficult, but it was very beneficial for me because English was not my native language, so I really struggled in grammar structure, so I really had a hard time trying to find my own unique way of writing a certain type of essay. So in that class, I was able to discover what my weaknesses were and what my strengths were in certain areas, and I was really able to really focus and improve my skills through that writing class.
I feel like it has, just because for me, like my teacher was just really critical about my writing, especially about like being like too vague and like too wordy. So I feel like it kind of helps for grammatical errors more than anything.
So what you're saying is like they focused on more of the writing itself with the grammar?
Yeah, I think that.
And they didn't focus so much on the ideas?
Not really. It was just more like fact stuff.
And my teacher was really able to work with us one-on-one and really able to carefully analyze our writing and tell us what we need to improve on, or like what kind of tactics that I need to keep hitting, because they were just really strong and persuasive. So yeah, I very well believe that that all my AP English or AP writing classes that I have taken so far was so beneficial towards my writing skills, and also it really helped me towards writing essays for scholarships, or for some of the essays that I had to write for a lot of my colleges that I applied for.
Yes, I think since elementary we were prepared to write because we have theme writing subjects before, and up until now, I think as a communication student, it's really a must that you are well thought about writing, and well, you should have a lot of experiences in terms of writing. You should consider the technicalities and everything in it. I think writing is fun when you I think have a lot of resources rather than writing your own thoughts. I think it will help you write more and expand your ideas when you search for other issues or other articles before writing a certain topic.
I took high school classes and I took college classes at the same time. But I feel like my high school classes, I guess it kind of depends on where you went to school. I feel like it didn't really prepare me for college level writing. I didn't, you take it a little bit more seriously, because in college, when you get into college, you do a lot of essays, and I don't think I was prepared for the amount of essays that I would be writing.
Yes, kasi syempre, bago ka maging student, graduate high school student, syempre, na-prepared ka na ng professors mo na kung paano ang tamang pagsulat, lalong-lalo na sa essay, sa articles. Syempre, merong mga organization na tuturuan ka kung paano magsulat ng tama. And of course, may mga basic step na ibibigay sila sa inyo para malaman yung tamang way ng pagbuo ng mga paragraph. Lalo na si English subject natin. Syempre, doon makukuha mo na agad kung paano magsulat ng tama. And marami ka ding nakuhang aral for sure sa high school na madadala mo sa college. So I think, oo, madami naman.
I do believe that high school writing has prepared me for college level writing courses. And also we read and analyze poems, like we read and analyze at least like 3 poems each class, and by doing that every class, it actually helps us improve our understanding with literature or like novels that are hard to read, because and because of that, writing about it isn't as hard anymore. So yeah, I think I'm ready for college level writing courses.
What advice would you offer for upcoming first-year college students?
And with my advice for upcoming freshmen, I would have to say is one, time management. Time management is key. It is a very useful skill if you're able to master it before you come into here, and if you're able to just like keep up with a planner and make sure that you do things early and not procrastinate. But that's like the biggest flaw out of all these college students. We all procrastinate, like most of us. But if you're able to kind of just control your procrastination, not waste a lot of time on the phone, and really start on things when you get them, then it frees a lot of your time for doing funner things, like, or more fun things like, I don't know, clubs and events, because there's a lot of events and there's a lot of organizations here in college that you want to go to, but like homework and projects get in the way, especially when they stack up in the middle of the semester.
For first-year college students, I think it will be less of a hassle. I think you will just tackle different basic subjects before. I think it's a preparation for the upcoming years in your college life. I think you just have to enjoy it and don't stress out and don't pressure yourself too much. I mean, overthinking can cost you 0% in thinking, actually. I think you should always relax and have fun. Never think just inside the box. I mean, go beyond the box. So I think that's pretty much it.
I'd say first of all, I would say like be mentally prepared and take risks in your writing. Also like have good time management skills and not to procrastinate on your assignments, and think ahead of what you're gonna write about, and just explore different genres.
Definitely think outside the box when you're writing an essay. Stay away from wordy essays, like, I guess, kind of like stay away from the idea that you need to make your essay this long and you need to add words that you don't really need, that kind of like add-ons. You don't really need those, but you just want to make your essay longer. Stay away from those because professors don't like that. And yeah, like I said, think outside the box. Don't just copy from the book. Just, use your own critical thinking and your own skills to produce your essay.
Don't be afraid to take writing classes. It's not about 10-page essays and grammar. It's more about free writing, basically.
Couple weeks of the semester, not so bad, and we kind of underestimate how much work we have to do, and we kind of wait for it to happen, because most classes will give a syllabus where it'll give you dates, and sometimes professors don't really give you a heads up when those important dates are coming. A lot of professors do remind you, but sometimes they don't, and it just comes out of nowhere, and all of a sudden you're just busy. So time management is key here. The second thing I would have to say is be intentional. Whether you know what you want to be or what you want to pursue, make sure that you come into college with the mindset that you are going to you're going to use college and its resources, the clubs, the organizations, the help, the tutoring, advising, whatever it is that you pay for with your tuition, that you come to college intentionally and not just just to come here and to just waste your time and to waste the money that you kind of spend. So I would have to say, like, no matter what, even if you don't have a major, if you're undecided, that you be intentional with trying to find the clubs or events or organizations that so that you can open up yourself and find what you are passionate about. Or if you already have a major, to be intentionally looking for an organization that helps you build up that resume already, so that you can, I don't know, look like stand out as a student.
As a college student, for me, nung first year ako, sobrang stress, sobrang pero yun yung dapat na hindi mo isipin agad. First year ka, dapat di ka mas-stress out. Basta mag-aral ka, mag-search ka lang, magbasa, mga ganun. Kasi doon, matututunan mo naman siya in time. Tsaka, hindi dapat tayo ma-pressure. Porket first year college tayo, akala natin mahirap, mahihirapan tayo, sobrang stress tayo, pero hindi. Dapat maging tayo. Mahalin natin kung anong kukunin nating course, and dapat i-enjoy natin yung gagawin natin. Every time na may activity or may papagawa si professor, dapat alamin natin kung ano ba yung gusto ko, ano ba talaga. Kasi mahihirapan kang magsulat kung halimbawa course mo, mass comm, mahihirapan kang magsulat kung hindi mo naman gusto yung gagawin mo, yung kurso mo. Kasi may iba't ibang types ng sa course natin kung paano magsulat. And I think dapat talaga alam natin yung kukunin natin for the upcoming first year college, that alamin nila kung ano ba talagang gusto nila at feeling nila meant for them.
Yeah, thank you!
Because I would have to say that college opens so many doors, but I feel like we really have to utilize them in the right way, and like it can either build us up or break us down. So like it all really is based on yourself and what you believe is best for you. But I would just say, like, be intentional and try to just have to come with the purpose that you're trying to develop yourself, your interests, whatever it is, your goals, your ambitions, to kind of discover more than of who you are and what you want to do, so that college doesn't just become this big thing that you might regret in the future with this amount of debt that you have, that it becomes actually a useful tool for you, a kind of like a step ladder for you to get the career or the job that will fulfill you in the long run. Because I always say, just look at the bigger picture and not just look at this as like a short term, like every semester kind of thing, that you invest your time in things that will in the long run benefit you as an individual, as a student, as a person, kind of thing. And yeah, so that's what I would really have to say, is that college can be fun, and it can be like really awesome, and you can just learn about yourself, learn about people, and it opens up your mind and all these things. But we have to be wise about what we decide to do here as well, and kind of just like, we all learn from our own like experiences and like our own mistakes or whatever, so we kind of just figure it out on our own. But that's just from my experience, is like being intentional has always just been helped me get in the right mindset of doing what I need to do to getting what I want to get out of something. And yeah, so that's kind of it that I have to say, and thanks for listening.